Hey, this is Paul from China Cash Buyers. Today we're going to talk about getting listings that are attractive to Chinese. I'm here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, in front of the Walter White's house from the TV show Breaking Bad. Basically, a lot of people are wealthy and they're entrepreneurs. Maybe not the same business, but they're coming to the U.S. with a lot of cash. And that's what we got in common there, is they're coming here with a lot of cash. A lot of times they're purchasing houses. A lot of times they're purchasing commercial complexes. And they're also buying businesses. Things like this car wash here. Car washes in LA, laundromats, things like that are selling very well. Warehouses also. So to get a good listing for a Chinese buyer, a lot of people think that an MLS listing is enough, right? You got your square meter, you got your, basically the minimal information that's on the MLS is good enough for an American buyer, but it's not good enough for a Chinese buyer. A Chinese buyer is coming from a totally different country with you have to expect that they don't understand your area, they don't understand the laws, they don't understand anything about what it would be like to live in that area. So part of your job as the agent is to get the listings that are attractive to Chinese. If you have the right listings and you can explain it, it makes it very easy to sell because you'll be seen as an expert by the Chinese buyer because everything that you show them is interesting. I remember I fell asleep on a beach in Bali one time, and a guy woke me up with this statue of an elephant he was shoving in my face. And I just wanted to crush his head because I was getting the first sleep I had in 2 weeks. And he had no idea what I wanted to buy. Right? What I wanted to buy was a sandwich or some fried noodles or something, right? But I didn't want to get waken up to do it. So don't be the guy with that elephant statue shoving in someone's face. With a Chinese buyer, you want to know what they want before you get the buyer. So you have the listings, you've looked for the listings in the good school districts, you know basically how old their children are, you know what kind of schools are in that area, and you have the right listing for an education buyer or for an investor. You understand about the area, you understand that there's a precedent of other Chinese investors in that area, and best of all, the reason why we chose this location is if you have a story. If you have a story, right now Chinese tours are there's tons of tours going all over the US going to spots where TV shows were filmed and movies were filmed. It's really popular. I know Japanese, Chinese, and also, as you know, Americans always go to locations like we are right here where a movie was filmed, where a TV show was filmed. If you have your story and it shows the attractiveness of your area, like it shows like there was a wealthy Chinese let's say landowner 100 years ago, or there's a concentration of a certain type of people from Wenzhou in this area, or this type of money is in this area, or there was a famous movie star in this area, or if it's a show that was popular in China, that there was a TV show filmed in that area, or a famous political figure. These are the stories that will get the attention from an investor. Believe it or not, you'll never stand out spending money on ads in China. It's way too complicated, there's way too many people advertising, there's too much chaos in the market. You're gonna stand out by being transparent, by being honest, and by knowing what the buyer wants, and having a little pizzazz. So your story, like Walter White's car wash here, your story is a bit of your pizzazz. So you have to look at your area. You might not have a TV show, you might have some kind of Chinese history there, or some American history, Canadian history, that gets their interest. It's somebody that Chinese people would know, a historical figure, geographical famous place. You want your story attractive to Chinese, and you want your listing already vetted and ready to buy for the Chinese buyers. And you want to advertise that listing instead of your face, because you're selling a house, you're not selling your face. So make sure you have your story, make sure you have the right listings, and have a little pizzazz, because it never hurts. It never hurts with Chinese buyers to have a little pizzazz.